Sumit, how are you?
Hi, I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. And this is such a big moment for many Indian talents, especially those 10 people who has been, who has
Yeah.
got the opportunity to
Mm.
be part of this year-long program of BAFTA Breakthrough India, right? And you are
Right.
one of them. So how does it feel to be a part of it?
You feel humbled, you feel honored, and you feel a little responsible because now you have to be responsible with all the stories you're telling towards your craft, and you've been chosen by this
Yes.
jury who's put trust on you. So you, in a way, you are also representing the whole industry. So yeah, you feel a little responsible also towards it, and it feels a little surreal also because it's difficult to believe that you have been selected for it when you see the talent around.
This is not the first time you are getting an opportunity to rub your shoulder with some of the iconic people, but you are one of the successful story writer already, Scam 1992 is definitely one of the milestone work that you have done so far. I mean, there are many, I'm sure, but I'm saying this is definitely something that everyone is talking about. You know what I'm trying to say? It is in a way
Yeah.
kind of a breakthrough web series that right now we can very immediately we can think of, right?
Right.
Tell me, working for so many years, constantly writing and not losing hope, how that was a handy to build your profile to be part of such a huge year-long program that is gonna guide you through to achieve the next milestone.
I mean, I like it's how do I put it? It's like you choose projects you want to work on. So Scam was we were just excited to create this world. We never thought a show like Scam, which is so technical, it doesn't have any like big stars in it. It was on a relatively small streaming platform. We honestly never thought that it is going to be this huge. We thought we were making a decent show, and that also gave us freedom to do and things the way we wanted to, rather than with OTTs. What happens is a lot of it's like
Going by
with
the formula.
yeah, going
Mm.
by the formula. So like there is a box office formula. People thought that streaming platform will come and you will be free from that, but there's something called a data, which is like a box office. You're always working with this data, that this is what audience like, this is what they do not like, this is how you have the duration of episode has to be this long, and we could break free from all of that and write Scam because Hansel had certain kind of a vision with it. So yeah, and so what Scam has done is given us this confidence that if you challenge audience, you're going to show them something new, they are going to respond, and you do not go by the formula or the data or the box office. You keep making things you believe in, and I think probably the jury saw that too, and I was just lucky that Scam came last year.
I think in last 5 years, if I look at the way, uh, story writers, screenplay writers, script writers are getting the recognition that they always deserve. Do you think the inspiration and aspiration is increasing also because of people like you who are actually getting the recognition that they always deserve? And with this breakthrough India project or the talent initiative, you think that you guys are going to create more aspiration from for those kids who are actually trying hard to stay motivated despite not
Yeah.
getting the due that they deserve.
Yeah, I hope it gives a bit. I'm saying both the success of Scam and the BAFTA breakthrough is it kind of proves that you need to keep telling stories you believe in, and I hope this give confidence to everyone, all the filmmakers, on these all these storytellers, that they can tell stories they really believe in, and that is what is happening in. See, we keep saying that is happening in last 5 years, but that has always happened. Some when you look at the history of Indian cinema, some of the most important filmmakers are the ones who have told the stories they really believe in,
True that.
and gone away from the what we call a mainstream cinema. The history will always remember that. History doesn't remember how much money a film made on a box office. So I hope with BAFTA breakthrough, this one more opportunity to take these stories international, and gives confidence to new filmmakers, new storytellers.
Sumit, what it takes to break the clutter, something that you guys are
Sorry,
doing.
So I don't know if there's a formula to it. You just tell stories. Like I said, you tell a story you believe in. Like I said, nobody would have thought, like neither the makers, neither the producers, that Scam would be such a popular series, like a mainstream. It went mainstream. It was never supposed to. That's it, in spirit, it was very independent. It was very indie. If you followed Hansal's work, you know what kind of films he makes. So it was always very personal. We were trying to tell a very complicated story. So I do not know if there's a formula to it, that how do you break up that.
Right. Which means, in a way, like, it is kind of, it has everything to do with the conviction, and it has everything to do with believing, telling the story that you genuinely believe in. I totally understand that, right? But when it comes to, you are writing a story for a show or for a film, right? The finance is also involved in that, and therefore I think the whole tussle between creativity and commerce, comes, right? So then, for youngsters, right, what are the things that you think that you can give out a message to? Because I'm not writing a short story and putting out as in a form of a blog. I am writing a story for a web show. So then, keeping that in mind, that there is a huge finance, there is a huge commercial aspect to that. What is that one has to keep in mind then, and be kind of responsible and accountable at the same time?
So again, I will go back to, if there was a formula, if there was a formula to make money and balance that aspect, every film would have worked on box office. But sadly, what is happening, all those formulaic films where we hope them they will make money, they are not making money. So and in last few years, what has happened, whenever you have given something new to audience, a more personal story, a much more local story, that has worked with the audience. So again, see, at the end of the day, it's an art form. There is a commercial aspect to it, but in long run, most films will make money. And with OTTs and streaming, that is changing anyway. And then there are film festivals. You can take your film international. So it's what you want, whether you want to focus on the Indian box office or whether you want to take the film international and then recover that money slowly. So there are different ways. I'm not saying the finance is not the important part of it, but there are different ways to recover that money. Even a star-driven film will get you audience only first 2 days, and then so even the bigger films are not making money. So
how do you see yourself after 5 years, now that you are kind of riding on success?
I hope I will be happy making a small film and a film I really believe in. So it's not like, I really want to start telling more personal stories, which focus a little more on the craft of filmmaking, which are a little more. I want to experiment with non-narrative filmmaking. So yeah, explore little alternative cinema. So I'm okay. I don't know where I will be in 5 years, but I will be happy making a small alternative, non-linear experimental film. I'm fine doing that.
Thank you so much for sharing your insight. It's very, very interesting for us to understand your perspective on success as well as on storytelling and the power of it.
Yes.
I mean, conviction is something that we all need, I guess, to live our dream and achieve it. Thank you so much for sharing it. Thank you.
Thank you.